Hey, Mobile Tech, how are you? How you doing, man? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Turn the sound down, Johnny. Johnny. There we go. What's everybody doing? What's everybody doing here on a Friday night in the big city here? I'm soonerJHtravels, John. Everybody just calls me Sooner John, so that's why I got Sooner John on there. And how many of you just got off of Wonderhussy's live? Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness, man. Wonderhussy is just amazing. The only one that I know that can just do an hour live stream like she does, and she very rarely goes over it. And tonight she went like 10 minutes over it, but I think she was a little bit late. But she had 1,500 people in her chat in an hour, within an hour, man. Can you imagine? Hello, Ray Crum. I don't know if Mobile Tech is still in here. He got on here. I was just getting on here early, and he must have snuck in here right after he got off the Wonderhussy live. Yeah, I saw you. I saw a bit of your video there, Ray. I was going to ask you where your doggy was too, Diego, because I didn't notice him barking or nothing. But I saw you cooking that food and stuff. And hey, that's cool that you're out there still camping and stuff somewhere, man. Oh man, I forgot to put this on. I don't even know if you can hear me. Let's see. Test 1, 2. I don't know if that's any better or not, but let's see. Hello, hello. Test, test, test. But yeah, you said something like, Ray, you said you were, what, in Kentucky or somewhere? He was all tangled up around a chair and a table. That's one thing you have to watch. You really have to watch your pets if you got them chained up somewhere outside. Because I had like extra long ropes and stuff for Yuki, and sometimes I'd sit there and go, where's she at? And she'd be like tied around the tire or a little piece of a stump way out there somewhere, and just sitting there going, let me go, Dad, let me go. But Ray, I asked you in your live, I asked you about if you got to see, what's his name, Mo Bang for Your Bucks and Captain Jack Scrapper, but I didn't know that you were in Kentucky. The live that I was talking about with them was the one I think is called the M25 meetup, and it was more up in Michigan. So, yeah. So I don't know if you got a chance to see them or not, but Mo Bang, if you ever watch Mo Bang for Your Bucks, he lives out there in California. But one week he was just like hightailing it across the United States, and I was like, where in the heck is he going? Then he ends up there, and oh, you were there also? That's cool. Did you get to see him all then? Did you get to see Mo Bang for Your Bucks and try some of his homemade egg rolls? Well, you already tried some. Well, I don't know if you got to see him when he was in Marana or not. I know I just missed him. I got there like a week after everybody had left in Marana, but I sat there and I go, what about the egg rolls? You got a picture of the egg rolls? And he goes, no, those are for only people that we meet up at the meetup. I went, okay, all right. He made spring rolls for Monday breakfast. That's cool. They used to pay me to do that stuff. So one of the rich people that was members of the private dinner club that I used to work at, that's one of his favorite things was fresh made spring rolls, and he had to have these certain ingredients in there, like fresh ginger, fresh green onions, and this and that, and fresh crab meat, and all this stuff. And he'd want like a plate of 200 of them to go. Well, they were actually like this long, but then you cut them in half, and then he counted each one of those after you cut them. So, but he always wanted like sweet, spicy Thai sauce with his. But yeah, good stuff, man. Can you hear my audio now? Okay. Egg roll was Saturday potluck. Yo, mobile tech. How about that? How about that Wonderhussy, man? Isn't she amazing? Jeez, man. I kept writing it in the chat, I was going 1450 or 1,450 people, almost 1,500 people in that chat. That's amazing, for somebody that only does a 1 hour chat, you get 1,500 people in there. And for the most part, they were all pretty nice, There was like an Arab guy in there that kept talking about her underarm hair. I said, well, I'm not gonna time him out or nothing, because he's not really saying nothing bad, but but she's just amazing that she can get on there and talk yak and carry that whole hour and stuff. And I kind of want to go to her. I want to go to Beatty, man, and go to that party what she's going to have when she reaches 300,000. That would be awesome to go to. Hopefully it'll be like after December or so, maybe in January or February. Maybe I could sneak out there. I don't know. Go all that way just for what? To celebrate somebody getting 300,000. What are you doing? What are you doing Friday night in your big town there, Mobile Tech? You should be the photographer. She's talking about doing the calendar thing. Yeah, I should. because doing that kind of photography for her calendar, she really needs to have a man's view, if you know what I mean. I mean, I'm not saying a woman's pictures are better or worse than a man's. Everybody's got their own view when they're shooting through the camera, but I have lots of experience in all that. So, Skunk Ape Mystery says, "What the hell is going on, everyone?" How you doing, Skunk Ape? Well, I just got off a very pleasing live stream with Wonderhussy, man. She was rocking tonight, man. She was getting like 1,500 people in there in her chat at one time. Here, let me see what I got. Oh, it says I got 5 people. See, I got 5 people in my live chat. Not much tonight. I just listened to Meatloaf dinner. Oh, I mean, I just finished Meatloaf dinner. That sounds good, man. Meatloaf is such a versatile thing that you can put whatever you want to, especially if you're alone like me and you, Mobile Tech. You make your meatloaf exactly how you want it. You don't have to sit there and go, oh, don't put this in it. Don't put ketchup in it. Don't put that, because all these people, they don't like this or that in it. But when you're making it for yourself, you just say, hell with it. I make it like this, I'm stressing over this darn football game. What's on, man? What's on there, Skunk? I haven't been even paying attention. I know there's college, man, 5 is good. What is 5? 5 is good. How in the hell can you keep up with the chat if 15 are in there? Would be, yeah, because I'm good, Mobile Tech. I mean, Skunk. I'm sorry, because that many people are in the chat, and they're not all like constantly typing in there, so the chat's not actually going. It makes a difference. I think whenever you see a chat where there's like thousands of people coming in, and it first starts out, then everybody wants to get their word in there, so they start typing as soon as they see it, and then they keep typing, and that causes it to go by real quick. I think these people they know what it's like and how she tries to read all the questions that she can get in there and stuff. So it's a pretty level, it doesn't go fast like that. It'll go up, but not real super fast. Arlene, good to see you. How you doing this Friday night in the city? Let's play a song for Arlene. Let's see. Oh, it's not even in tune. There you go. I was hoping that that Joanna Anna Bobana would come in, because let me show you. 1 second. I can't believe that she sent this. Oh, there she is. Joanna Bobana, Fee Fi Fofana, Joanna Bobana. She's the one. Joanne, thank you so much. Look at this. Joanne, I got this box. Not one, Chewy, but two. Yuki loves these. Oh my God. And thank you so much, man. And yes, I do have the card. They send you a gift for you. And it has your name on here. So thank you very much, Joanne. I really appreciate that. And Yuki does too. She's going to gain some weight now. What's everybody doing? We got you all here, so tell us what you're doing. First, anybody want to jump up here with me? Well, I guess I better grab the right mouse here. Let's see. I remember before you couldn't do this on the StreamYard. Drop the stupid link to get people on here. You had to go to you had to go back on the YouTube part and do it, but now I can just sit there and do it here. See? There is the link. If anybody wants to jump up here, feel free to do it. I'm sure we'll bitch and moan about something good, huh? I might after I finish eating dinner. Okay, eating supper. What are you eating, Skunk Ape? Was it something good or just something that you bought? Well, most of the time, the things that you buy are good anyway. That's why you bought it, huh? You know what I'm talking about. Did you make something or did you go out to get it? Yeah, Joanne, you missed it. Ray's out there somewhere in some woods camping, and he had a live stream, and he was showing what he was cooking. He's making, I don't know what he was. It was some kind of big old pot, and it had I think it was like pork cutlet and potatoes and onions and peppers and all that kind of stuff in it. He's letting it simmer, and he'd show it every so often, and it looked pretty good. Buffalo chicken tenders. All right, yeah. One of those single Red Baron pizzas and a mac and cheese single bowl. All right, cool, man. Oh yeah, like you could eat all that. I'm just kidding with you, man. That sounds good. What's funny is if you sit there, you're going, I'm gonna well, this is me anyway. But if I sit there, I want a pizza. I'm gonna order a pizza to have it delivered. You start looking at all the different places and stuff, and all the side things and stuff you can get and stuff. And next thing you know, you got a pizza. I always get wings, bone-in wings, and all this stuff, But then they go, well, it's only this much for a Coke and that. So you add all this, and next thing you know, you're paying like $45 or $50, But that's okay, because usually when you buy that kind of stuff, you save it for the next day for the games and stuff too. I'll want more when I finish this, but I won't get anything else. Oh, there you go. A tomato sandwich with lots of bacon. That's what I'm talking about. And those good tomatoes that come out of the garden. Oh yeah, man, the beefsteak tomatoes, a lot of bacon in there, and some of that Alabama mayonnaise. I forgot what they call it. Let's see. It was good. Just pork cutlets and potatoes and onions and tomatoes. Yeah, but Ray, wasn't those tomatoes and stuff, weren't they fresh? I don't know. I couldn't really tell. You would just show it real quick and add water or something and put the cover back on there. But it looked pretty good because you were really getting into cooking it. I had a bacon and mater sandwich last night with fries. That sounds good too. Man, ever since I saw the Wonderhussy live, and the way she talks about her carne asada fries, man, I've never tried that. I've tried. I went to this barbecue place down in Durant, where my daughter used to live, down there by the border by Texas, and we went and ate barbecue at this place. And I said, "Well, I'll just order this," and it was like an order of fries with instead of carne asada. Well, there was some kind of beef. It was like the barbecue beef, the shredded beef. They had the shredded beef and all kind of stuff over the fries. And when they brought it out, it was on like a little sheet pan. And I was like, geez, what am I supposed to do with that? You know, I took a lot of it to go, but it was pretty good. But, you know, I want the carne asada fries like she's talking about. That you can only get those in Bridgeport, that place in Bridgeport that she's talking about. Ray says, I need 2 more cups of coffee. And Joanne said, it was so good I could hardly stand it. I know it. I know it, man. Isn't it so great when you make something that's so good and you bite into it and you're just like, leave me alone, everybody. Just leave me alone. That's when it's really good. Now I'm sleepy. I only live an hour away from Bridgeport, so come here and we'll go to the barn. Damn it, Mobile Tech. That means no, because if we go there, I'll be sitting there every. Come on, let's go to the barn. Let's go get some more asada fries. So it's pretty good, huh? And I think that's the place she was saying that the owner of the place was always playing her videos in the background. That's pretty cool too. I'll show you where Wonderhussy camps. Yeah, I was waiting to see if anybody would put it together and say, hey, you look like you're getting too predictable what you do, because every year she goes to Burning Man. Then she sits there and goes, oh, I'm so worn out. I got to go relax. So she goes this way. She goes that way. She goes camping by the Sierras and this place and that place, goes to the hot springs, goes up north high, and then takes the long way, goes sees her mother, and then comes back. You know? But yeah, she needs to like what do you call it? Kick it up a little bit and go different places, you know. That way it'll throw people off. They're trying to follow her around. I just love her. I just love her when she's in there talking, though, and she's sitting there. Just think, man, she's almost at 300,000. 300,000. I think she deserves it, man. In fact, I don't know how Nikki Delventhal got close. She's close to 1 million, man. She's like up 900,000 or something. That life can be dangerous for a woman when she becomes too predictable. Yeah, exactly. But I'm sure she's pretty safe about that skunk, you know. But and really, you'd have to really know the area and stuff too to sit there and go, I know where that is. I know where that is, you know. I think I will heat some water for coffee. Why don't you make some coffee, Ray? You know how damn well Nikki got where she is. Yeah, but what I'm saying, that's not all that I was saying there, skunk. What I was going to say is I watched the last, I don't know, the last 2 or 3 weeks, and her material is somewhat disappointing because now everything is different with her now because, well, first off, she used to like drive around in that Prius with her dog, okay? And then she grew out of that and then went into a van. Then she got another dog. Well, now she's not only she has that, but now she's got a boyfriend that does all this stuff. So she's always accounting for the boyfriend, the lover, and she makes everybody know about it in the, oh, you're my man, you're this, you're great, and all that. And so she buys a piece of property, and they've got like a bunch of chickens that haven't laid no eggs yet, but they do have raised gardens where she's getting like a bunch of squash and all that kind of stuff. So they're cooking that all up. But it's just different. Her whole channel is different. I don't like it. It's like she was almost to 1 million, but I don't think she's going to get to 1 million if she has that kind of material on her channel now. I think, yeah, you're right. The boyfriend will ruin her channel. I think that if she wants to continue to go up over 1 million, I think that she needs to go back to what she was doing, and that's traveling around with her dogs and showing everybody everything, because even her, what is it, her niece or something, she has that cute little niece from back in New York or something, and introduced her and pushed her so many times on her channel that she started her own channel, and now she's got like 10, 15, 20,000 people following her and stuff. But her stuff is already getting boring because she doesn't really know what to do and go on. She doesn't know how to create the good content, She could do a lot of the stuff like Nikki did before and showed us already, but it's not any good unless you put your own personal touch to it. Does that make sense? Let me see. I'm surprised she isn't hemorrhaging subscribers, especially male subs. Well, she was a professional cheerleader with Philadelphia Eagles, and then she was on a couple of TV shows. I don't know if she was on The Bachelor one or whatever, but they got onto her because she was farting too much or something. And then she was on another show. I don't know what kind. It was one of the outdoorsy ones. But then she also had a problem with like gaining a whole bunch of weight and then losing it and stuff. So, and you can tell in some of the videos, you'll see her legs and stuff. You can tell where they look like they were real big and stuff. But right now, she's in fairly good shape right now still. But I think she's in fairly good shape because she's gotten all this stuff, given to her and stuff because of her channel. She promotes this and that. She's sponsored by everybody and stuff. So, who knows how much she's paying for that big van she's got. And it's, that thing costs a lot of money, man. So it's not a cheap van. So it's got like heated floors and stuff, all this kind of stuff in it, but it's not like she said, I'm going to do this and build out my van. No, they paid to get all that stuff done. And I don't know what kind of deal they made, to say, hey, you get to drive around in this van and do this and that. You just tell them where you built it and all that or whatever, But it's not like the old days when, hey, this is my 5-year-old Prius I'm driving around and we're going camping here in the woods, blah, blah, blah. That was more exciting. To me, that was more exciting. I don't know about you guys, but the van was almost $500,000. Yeah, see, like how can you afford $500,000 unless you got some kind of money or made some deal, to do something, But I don't know. I've pretty much the last 8 months I've given up on watching like van life people and stuff, because when you start watching all that kind of stuff, it's like it's all the same thing, man. It's like how many times you're gonna watch this and that, There's a couple, like I saw this guy called Herbie or something. He was popular at Quartzsite this last year, but he went through like a van, then he went through like a pull trailer and all that. Well, this time he got rid of all that stuff, got a new pickup, and then he got a real nice looking bus. you know, it's not like Wandering Gypsy's bus. It's that same model of van and stuff, but he got one that was like twice as long and in excellent shape. It's beautiful. And it's a shame that he's going to get rid of the yellow paint on it because the paint's so good on it. So, but I've been watching that just to see how he's going to make all the changes and stuff like that. But I'm giving up watching all that kind of stuff because, like I said, it's all the same stuff. They ask the same questions and tell you the same old stuff and everything. But I've been watching more of the hikers, the ones that already, you know, they pack up all their stuff, go hiking up in the mountains and walk around and stuff. That's what I like to watch. I like to watch this one. It's called The Last 100 Years. This guy, his name is Brett. He's an older guy, and he must have some money too because he's got a lot of equipment that he hauls all these animals around. And he takes, for a good trip, he'll take two mules and like 5 or 6 hound dogs, and they'll go out camping in the woods, like in the desert or the woods in New Mexico, you know, and he'll go out there for a few days, you know, and he'll sit there and he'll make his little trail and stuff through on X maps and stuff. But it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool to see somebody on a mule and going, we're going to go through this pass and go this. And like he went to these places where Billy the Kid was hanging out and Geronimo and all that. It's kind of cool. I still watch Chrome every time he uploads, but that's about it when it's van lifers, you know. It just seems like the van lifers not really sold out, but there's too many new ones that they just go through the same thing, you know, all the time. I want to watch people exploring and having fun. Exactly, man. Well, I've got it past you with just watching the hikers and stuff because they just want to go out there and go hiking and see all this beautiful stuff. Now, I do enjoy these guys. There's a couple of them that are really good. They take these canoes and they'll sit there and usually have a dog. And there's been a couple where they have their girlfriend or wife or whatever, and they get in canoes and go to the boundary waters up there on the border, you know, between the United States and Canada. And then they go paddling all over the place and they go camping up there. And that looks pretty fun, except for the part where what do they call it? When they have to, you have to stop, empty all your stuff and carry it to this next place, plus your canoe, and then drop it back in the water, you know. And that's the part I couldn't do. But, you know, doing it 20 or 30 years ago would have been easy, you know. My Ruthie farts up the storm. I want to, pretty woman, sit around and fart and see which one can make the other run out of the room. Drop a link and I'll come up for a few. Okay, let me see. You have to have real ID if you want to come up on my panel, and I have to see your fingerprints. You have to have the real ID, all right? Okay, here we go. There you go. Are you sure it's her and not you? You just blame it on her mobile tech that's farting? Hey, there's Mayhem RV. Yeah, that's the word. I couldn't remember the word there, Mayhem RV, portage. What? Well, I don't know where you're at, Mayhem RV, if you're up there close to where they do all those kind of canoe trips and stuff. But I guess the Canadians say it's portage, and then the Americans or the Okies like me just say portage, you know. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, that's the word for it. They say, we got to go over here. We're going to go paddle around, and then we have a short portage over here, you know. It's pretty interesting the way they do it, though. And I'm on the way there. Okay, cool. That's cool. So you actually do that kind of stuff? That's cool. Let's see. If you want to see my fingerprint, I'll show you, but let me turn the camera off. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just acting like somebody else saying, you can't get up here unless I see your face and you give me the pass and blah, 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 you know. See, but right here, it tells you right here, Skunk Ape has entered the whatchamacallit. So
there's my fingerprint.
Thank you. That's funny.
All right, hang on here. Let's stop the camera.
What happened to your picture? I don't see no picture, man.
Because I still got you didn't let me turn my camera. You didn't let me turn my camera off before.
I added you on here too fast.
Yeah, pretty much. Now I got to figure out how to cut the camera off.
You want me to just take you down then, and then tell you can come back up?
Yeah, go ahead and take me down.
Okay, all right, there. Oh, here's Mo. What are you doing, Mo?
I'm on the laptop. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. No, wait a minute. Wait, say something again.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, but it doesn't. It doesn't sound like you're crystal clear like you usually are.
Well, it's the laptop mic.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Usually you're like super crystal clear.
Well, hold on a minute. Let's see if I can change that.
Hey, there's Travel with Lisa, you guys. Hello, Lisa. How you doing? Thank you for stopping in, man. Appreciate that. Wow. What an honor. What an honor. Where's Adam at? Okay, there's Skunk Ache. We'll give him a second to sit there and get his stuff ready. You guys know Travel with Lisa, don't you?
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah. He is here. He says hello. All right. Hello, Adam. You're watching. Lisa, do you want to come up? You can come up and say howdy to everybody real quick. The link, I just dropped it like just a couple of people ago. If you want to come up and say hello real quick, I'd love to have you.
Can't get it to work for some reason.
Well, you can't get your mic to work?
Well, the portable one.
That's okay. You sound okay, man. It's just that you're not 5'9" crisp clear.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why it won't work. I had it working the other day.
Okay.
I'm not sure why it won't.
Okay,
it's not adding itself to the list.
Yeah. Skunk Monkey Deluxe. Okay.
Paired, so I know it's getting power, so it's paired, it's hooked up. It's just not popping up on the list for some reason. I got it to the other day when I did that test.
There we go. There we go. Skunk Ape is ready now. I see his picture now, his avatar.
You know what? Let me go out and start over.
Okay.
Let
me take you off of here. There you go. Big Mac, how you doing, man? Outdoors with Big Mac. Haven't seen you in quite a while there, man. I'm glad and honored that you stopped by, man. Everybody go check out Outdoors with Big Mac. Yeah, and there's Arlene too. When did you sneak in, Arlene? Arlene, I was gonna say I wish Arlene was here so she can drop his link. And there's his link. He does a lot of outdoor stuff too. So Outdoors with Big Mac.
Skunk monkeys in flight, afternoon delight.
There we go. Skunk sing. We got the singing skunk monkey.
What's going on, everybody? I'm about to have a coronary over this football game.
Oh, I was going to turn it on in the background, but I never did. Is it on ESPN?
Yeah. Right now it's 28-28. Well, let me hold my breath.
Oh, you're talking about the TCU one or the Florida State one?
Florida State and Virginia game.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought Virginia was no good, man.
Nobody said that.
Yeah,
they're not ranked, but
yeah, but Florida State's good. It's supposed to be good though. So
yeah, but Florida State last 10 years or so has been hot garbage, and everybody knows it. I mean, hell, we got robbed out of the playoffs the year before last, and they went 2-10 last year. And
yeah, they paid for that year. So
I'm not gonna hold my breath and say we're gonna be good this year.
Well, nobody can mess up like our team did, you know. Well, we didn't really mess up, but we got injuries. But the good news is John Mateer, the quarterback, he had a broken bone in his thumb.
Mm-hmm.
They flew him out to L.A. and he got Dr. Shin. He's like the world's best surgeon to do that, and he's done like the quarterback for the the Rams or somebody that he had the same injury, and he only missed like 10 days, and he was playing like after 2 weeks. So
yeah, Matt Stafford, yeah, problem.
So all those Texas people sitting there going, "Oh, Texas is going to kick OU's butt this year," and all this stuff because he's out. Don't count on it yet, buddy. Don't count on it till he might come back and play anyway. So that's a good deal. That's a good deal. Plus, we got the number one defense in the whole USA. So
yeah,
when you got a defense that good, they could keep you in any game. So
yeah. Joanne, don't get too excited. If the hot garbage express beats you guys, Georgia's going to stomp you guys.
That's one of the games I'm going to watch because I think isn't that an early game, 11 o'clock or something?
I don't know. Good question. Let me see what I'm talking about.
But yeah, that's always a good game. But Alabama wins. I think Alabama has won like, I don't know, the last 8 or 9 times though.
Yeah.
There we go. Say something now.
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
No, we can still hear you, man. We still hear you.
I couldn't figure it out. Well, that's good. Yeah. I don't have anything to say anyway.
That's right, Joanne. You could always hope.
What?
We're talking about it don't interest you. We're talking about football.
No, that's a 6:30 kickoff on ABC tomorrow, John.
It's the first game?
No, 6:30.
Oh, 6:30. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a bunch of good ones that start at 11 o'clock. Well, 11 o'clock our time, but I don't know how they do that with you guys. It'd be what, 1, 12 or 1, huh? Wait, you're an hour behind, right? Or an hour ahead.
No, I'm same time as you are. I'm in the Central Time Zone too.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You're not in the depths of Florida. You're just up there by the top part. Yeah.
Remember, I'm in Florida and not Florida.
Florida.
I'm like a 10-minute drive from the Alabama state line.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So how close are you to Birmingham?
Probably 2.5 hours, maybe.
See, Joanne, we're gonna come see you, Joanne. Go by there and bring her some flowers, huh?
Come see her. Hell, I'm gonna move in.
Really? There you go. I don't know, man. I don't know. You'd gain a bunch of weight if you went over there because she'd be making all that good cornbread and all that kind of stuff, man.
That's what killed my dad.
What? Good
Alabama
food?
Cooking.
Yeah, really, man.
I'd die with a smile on my face.
That's right.
He died with anything but a smile on his face.
That's the way to go. That's the way to go.
Yeah, he didn't. I lost the transmitter for my other mic. I couldn't find that, so I'm just having a bad night when it comes to that shit. Probably on the floor somewhere.
Yeah, you got to watch it and don't leave him laying around where the dog could get him. He might. What if he chews them?
No, she learned not to chew on things. Okay. When she chewed onto my pepper spray.
My. Oh dang, that would be bad. That
popped in her mouth. She learned not to chew on anything.
Yeah.
And she learned not to chew on wires when she bit into the lamp cord.
Oh yeah,
that was fun. Yeah. So she learned. She learns everything the hard way.
That's right, Joanne. I'm gonna move into the basement and run a moonshine enterprise out of there.
In the basement. Where are me and Ruthie gonna stay?
Ellie Mae Clampett style. I'm gonna make the moonshine in the bathtub.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
And go fishing in the cement
well,
pond in the back.
She actually had a still outside. She didn't make it in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah. and she made her potions in the kitchen in a big cauldron. Remember?
I specifically remember one episode. I think Granny had the damn still in the bathtub.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
What was she always cooking? She was always cooking a certain kind of stew. What was it?
Possum belly.
It was a possum, wasn't it?
Yeah, and grits. Possum belly and grits.
Yep. Possum stew.
Sounded great.
Yeah, old Jethro, and he'd eat 5 boxes of cornflakes for breakfast.
Is he still alive? Isn't he the only one that's left alive?
I don't know.
I think they're all gone, man.
Yeah, I don't think Jethro's alive.
Yeah, Ellie Mae's gone. She died.
They're all gone, huh? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah,
that show,
man.
That show was just so funny, though. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I still watch him once in a while. It's great stuff.
No, according to this, he's still alive. He was born in 37, makes him 87.
Wow.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he might go a while.
He might.
What about Buddy?
Buddy Epson?
Buddy Epson, yeah.
Yeah, I think he died a long time ago, didn't he?
Where did he die?
Hang on a minute, I'll tell you.
I actually got to meet him.
He died in 2003.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. Yeah, I actually got to meet him back in the 70s.
He was 95 when he passed.
Yeah. Yeah, Clint Eastwood's 95 now.
Clint Eastwood's hanging on as long as he can.
Yeah, he's got 3 different kinds of cancer right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then, it was Robert Redford that just died too last week, wasn't it? Yeah.
Robert Redford.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Old man time gonna get all of us one sooner or later, man. Like somebody was saying on YouTube the other day, they go, "Oh my gosh, I'm just happy to wake up." I said, "Man, every day that we wake up now is a great day because we actually woke up, and thank God that we're awake, so we might as well go out and enjoy it, while we still got the time."
Exactly. What's that old saying? Nobody gets out of life alive.
That's right. Nobody gets out of here alive.
Nope.
Oh, come on, man. That was holding bullshit. I threw a flag, so maybe they'll call it. And they called holding good. Back them up 10 yards so they can do it again.
We've been having beautiful weather here, boy. I'll tell you, it was actually a really good summer. It was moderate.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had so many really beautiful days here that I haven't really missed camping all that much. I didn't get to go camping this summer because I'm doing all this other shit with my health and everything. But I didn't really miss it so much because I go right out in my front yard here. And it's been just beautiful every day, And I went down to Wilson Canyon that last Sunday, when I came on live. And I got on the ham radio down there and talked all day long on, all over the world. Talked to Bosnia, talked to Italy twice, talked to Japan, and talked to one guy from Kentucky for a whole hour.
For a whole hour?
Yeah, from my little 20-watt radio here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my little 20-watt.
That's what's cool when the conditions are right and you can sit to have such clear signal, man. It's really amazing,
Yeah, I'm back studying for the general now. I'll have it by the time I get recovered from the operation.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in on the 15th for that.
Well, what I like is when I got Hawaii one time, and then turned out like I got 2 or 3 more people because they were all, they heard me talking to one guy, then everybody wanted to jump in there. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool when you get like Hawaii or one of those islands way out there in the middle of nowhere.
Australia. I talked to Australia from my Blazer.
Oh yeah. I've got Australia and New Zealand also on 40 meter, on 40. What else? I think I got them on 10 meter and 6 meter also. So
all the HF stuff I've got is on 10 meters. I've been stuck on 10 meters with this
Yeah.
license.
Yeah.
When I get done with my recovery, I'm going to take the test, and I'll you'll probably find me on. Hey, we'll be able to talk on 20 meters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that should be an easy hop.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And 20, you don't really need any power either. You know,
No.
like there's some channels that you might need power to talk a little ways, but 20 has always been
I got
pretty
200
good.
watts if I need it. But
Mhm.
I like hanging around down around QRP level. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's where it's the most fun. And I
Cool.
like going mobile because, I mean, I can go mobile with 100 watts also, but I like going mobile because I get away from the noise.
Well, when are they gonna do all this stuff to you, or when are you gonna find out?
On the 15th.
On the 15th of
Yep.
October. Okay.
Yep, they're gonna knock me out. They're gonna rip out my guts, and gonna get new plumbing.
Well, be graphic.
I'm gonna get roto-rooted, and I'm gonna get new plumbing, and yeah, I'll be a new man, bionic man here.
Are they gonna put a? They're not going to use old copper plumbing. They're going to use the new PEX stuff. Huh?
Yeah, right. The new PEX, yeah. Almost
man.
what it's like. No, actually, they're going to put a stent in my aorta.
Yeah,
the size of your thumb, and then below that, where it splits off and goes into each leg,
mm-hmm.
I'm going to get a stent in each one of those. That's called the iliac.
Well, how do they?
Why?
When you have a stent, don't they have to be able to drain it from a certain place or something?
No, they just shove it right up your femoral artery, man.
Okay, so
do it.
So as long as it goes through the stent, then it's okay. Then I guess, yeah.
Well, they just shove that femoral artery right up in there, and it opens up.
Yeah,
I've got one in my heart. I have had that one in there for 21 years. Yeah.
Oh, that's from that one, huh?
Yeah, from the video you saw.
Yeah.
That shows before and after, open and closed. That artery. That artery is called the Widowmaker.
Yeah, Skunk. If you've never heard the story, Larry here had a heart attack, and he goes to the hospital and all that stuff, and he's recording all this stuff, and he's made a video out of it. He didn't know what they were going to say or do, and he's sitting there recording it. I'm like, Jesus.
I heard the whole thing. Yeah, that was back in the early days when digital cameras first came out.
Mm-hmm.
And when I actually made that was in 2004.
Yeah.
So remember, YouTube wasn't happening yet.
No, none of that stuff was going on. And
I just happened to keep that recording because it was done on 640 by 480 resolution. That was the best they had back then.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Back then, the digital cameras, they sucked. You couldn't see.
Yeah, it was 1.2 megapixel Sony. I still have it. It still works.
Yeah, but it's no good except fuzzy pictures.
Yeah, terrible.
Well,
remember back then the picture on your monitor was only that big.
Small, yeah.
Yeah, your monitor was only that big.
What I was going to say is it's really amazing about the quality that. Well, I'm just using YouTube as an example, but they started out, then everybody started posting their videos and stuff, but then pretty soon you got this 720, you got 1080 and this, and now you're up to what, 5K and all this crap. I'm like, Jesus, when are they going to stop? Because
now it's gotten ridiculous because
some people can't run.
Eyeball can't see the difference.
They can't run 4K and watch a video and have
that too. Yeah, I run everything at 1080.
You got to have a good computer to run all that stuff.
Yeah, a gaming computer and a really
and then
fast
plus when you upload a 4K video, you're going to at least 4 gigabytes. 4 gigabytes, at least minimum.
Yeah, million years. No, I just do my stuff at 1080.
Joanne says, I have a possum named Petunia living under my house. I hate those. Don't get rid of it because it eats ticks and bugs and stuff there.
Yeah, I used to trap mine and take them out and dump them over in the Mexican area.
Then they get them and make stew out of them.
Yeah, well, where the illegal aliens live.
Yeah.
Where they live. I used to dump them over there. One time I trapped one that had 3 little babies on its back.
Oh, that's it. I've seen them where they have like a whole line of babies on there.
Yeah, and I've got videos on that. You can see it.
Uh-huh.
Keep turning them loose and everything. So, Joanne, it's not that complicated. It's easy. They say it's easier than the stent that they put in my heart. So, because they don't have to make any turns, it's just straight up the femoral artery, and it's right there.
Yeah, back in the old days,
pull it out.
Back in the old days, they used to have to cut you all open and stuff to do that. Now they just do everything remotely, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. They go right up your artery and do it. So
yeah. Hell, they got cameras. They got cameras that go through your veins and all this stuff.
They're gonna knock me out for it. They're gonna have to slice open one of the arteries on the one on my left leg. They're gonna have to actually slice it open and clean it out because it's so clogged with plaque that they can't even get the
plaque. Really?
Yeah, it's so clogged up they can't even. And I'm healthy because they did my carotids and they're nice and clean, and they did my heart and it's nice and clean. It's so just in the iliac,
down in your legs.
Yeah. And she says it's because the American food is all processed, no matter what it says in the package, no matter how organic you think it is, it's all got bad shit in it, and it creates plaque in us anyway, even if you think you're eating healthy. And she says for older people, that's a common place for it to settle because of gravity, and because you do a lot more when you're older. You do a lot more sitting on your ass than you ever used to do before.
Yeah.
So it collects this. So she says, "I'm not surprised at all." She goes, "But we can fix this, no problem." She says, "You'll be a new man when we get done with you."
You'll be a new man.
Yeah, good. I can't wait. So can't wait.
Well, are you gonna go? Are you gonna go to that Wonderhussy's 300,000 thing in Beatty?
Hell no.
You're not gonna go. You're close to it, aren't you? You're not.
Well, when's that gonna be?
I don't know. Whenever she reaches 300,000.
Oh well, probably won't be able to. I'm gonna have a couple of months of recovery going.
Oh really? You're gonna have you're gonna have
recovery.
You're not gonna be bedridden, are you?
No. I just can't. I'm not going to be able to go out and grunt or. See, here's the other thing. Once I get healed from this, then I have to have another operation. They're going to open me up on the side for that one, for that hernia. So I'm going to be down and out pretty much for the winter.
Yeah.
So starting on October 15th, they're just going to be ripping me open, doing shit, and then waiting for me to heal, and then ripping me open again to do more shit. And then I wait for that to heal.
Hey, hiking with Jackie boy, welcome in, man.
Howdy, hiking with Jackie boy.
Good to see you, man. If you want to come up hiking with Jackie boy, Kevin, you can come up if you want, man. Well, I think a few people saw you last time you were up here. I think after Mo left and you came up for a little while, and everybody saw you then. If there was anybody left, but you're welcome to come up if you'd like to. Let's see. Let me get the link in case he does want to. There you go.
It's dark outside.
There's the link. There's the link if you want to come up there, Kevin.
What you doing?
What happened to Skunk? Skunk, are you still in here? Do you have technical difficulties?
My dog is acting all goofy. Come here. She just loves to act goofy. She's a goofy doggy. Who's a goofy doggy, aren't you?
He's going to just feed me and scratch my back. Scratch
her belly. She likes belly rubs.
There we go. There's Kevin.
Hey, John.
How you doing, Kevin?
Doing good.
That's Larry up there. His mobile tech, he goes by Mo or Larry.
Mobile tech, I've met him in chat before.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah, on Adventure America's Lives. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm here, and we're starting to get cooler weather in the morning. It's been in the 60s.
I know. Isn't that nice? I love opening the windows and the doors and letting that breeze go through the house. That feels so good.
Yeah, we're cooling off here too up in northern Nevada. So been really nice. Been beautiful weather.
But the highs in the day is still in the lower to mid 90s.
Yeah, yeah. It wouldn't be so bad if the humidity wasn't so bad. You know, the humidity is what kills you. Oh my God, man.
Oh,
Yeah, our humidity is like 10 or 20%.
Yeah, ours is higher than that, man.
Yeah.
You go outside in your t-shirt and you come back and it's wet.
Yeah, it's only in the mid 80s now. So.
Joanne says she's got to go. Brenda's live. Thank you, Joanne, for stopping in.
Joanne.
We'll talk to you next
good night,
time.
Joanne.
Bye.
Ah,
I have some, excuse me, I have a couple hikes planned once the weather's really permitting, where I can be out there all day.
I was going to ask you, Kevin, you did a video recently, it was last week, where you were going to go on your kayak and stuff, but then you got to the place and you said the water was too dirty or nasty looking, right?
Oh, it had this off green color to it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I guess I wouldn't go in it either then.
It had the smell of, you know, it's a certain smell the blue-green algae puts out, and blue-green algae can be quite nasty.
Oh, I bet, man. Doesn't sound. I bet it stinks too, man.
It does. It smells. Sometimes it's bad enough with that smell, it'll give you a headache. Not from the smell, but it releases toxins.
Yeah.
Last Saturday, I met with Troy at Venture America in Corpus Christi.
Weird.
We're at the Corpus Christi, the Lipon Apache powwow.
Yeah, I saw where he's sitting there eating a taco or it's a fry bread and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like it was fun, man.
Oh, it was. It was fun. It was nice to see him. Plus, I got right now. I think I got 3 Native American events. I'm going between now and November. We had the Indigenous People Day, and then
that's always colorful and it has a lot of good sounds and stuff to it.
And we had the Sacred Springs powwow in San Marcos, Texas.
Yeah.
And we had Fry Bread Social in November. And Troy is he's gonna meet me at a couple of them, but I've talked to Todd Saw and and Mac Project and Calvin the Boston Terriers. They might make it to the Fry Bread Social.
That sounds like a good thing to meet up for. Everybody. Well, there won't be much talking because everybody will be eating that stuff.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, fry bread taco, I can have about half of one and I'm done.
Yeah, Arlene.
Yeah.
We'll see you later. Good night, Arlene.
Good night, Arlene.
Silent Forgotten, welcome in, man. I just saw you in there. And Arlene's leaving?
Yep.
Thank you for stopping in, Arlene. We'll catch you next time. Appreciate you stopping in.
I just noticed there's something wrong with his camera lens too, like it's got a spot on the lens or something. So
Yeah,
that's not good either.
And you can't get it off. I mean, it was probably in the cover. If you take it apart,
I just looked at it. So the size of a pinhead. I can't clean that. So.
I don't really see it.
I just plan on using the other camera with it.
Right in your lower left or what? Right here. I can't really tell.
Yeah, it looks like there's a spot on it or something, but there's nothing I can do. Well, listen, guys, I got to go anyway. So,
okay,
thought I'd pop in here and say hi. We were after it was after the Wonderhussy live and all that, and so when you first came on and said you were going to be on after the Wonderhussy live, I hadn't got a notification yet.
Yeah,
so I didn't know what you were talking about. But I figured, well, maybe I went to her channel and that's where I found it, and I put the notification on there.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, we'll catch you next time, Mo. So
all right, well, everybody have a good one. We'll see you all later.
All right, we'll talk at you later. Thanks, man. Well, there now you're the star of the show, there, Kevin.
Yeah.
How you doing, Silent Forgotten? What's going on? What's going on? Life in the big city up there in Canada. Silent Forgotten is Chris. He's up there in Canada somewhere. I don't know what side, the east or the west side, but I'm sure he's told me, but I just can't. It slips by me every time he tells me.
Yeah, I recall when this was in '68, and my dad was stationed in Anchorage, Alaska,
Mm-hmm.
and he got restationed, and he took about a month off, and we drove down the Alcan, or the Alaskan Canadian Highway.
Well, that would have been something. You remember it? Do you remember it?
A little bit of it. I was really young at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But we went all the way through Canada, and we came in through Michigan,
Mm-hmm.
and we had, well, my uncle lived in Michigan. Then we went and stayed at my grandmother's in Ohio, because that's where my dad was originally from, Ohio.
Yeah. Well, that would have been a heck of a trip, man. You got to see a lot of Alaska then. I mean, a lot of Canada.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Great Lakes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've always wanted to go see that too. Great Lakes and stuff, but then I don't want to go. I don't want to go when it's too snowy up there, because I heard it does snow a lot, but
oh yeah. When we left Ohio, we drove and got here in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
With my maternal grandmother. I got here in San Antonio when I do remember one specific thing. It was unbelievably hot.
Yeah.
compared to being acclimated to Anchorage.
Yeah. Yep.
Then after that, then he went to his next duty station in San Bernardino, California.
That's really you're going from Alaska and all that, and then ended up at San Bernardino. That doesn't sound right. But I guess that's kind of cool, because if you were like me, your family. My dad was Air Force, and it seemed like every 3-4 years we'd get up and pack up and move somewhere new.
Oh yeah,
and it's a cool way to go see everybody, go see the world and stuff. But you always get to that point where, well, we're leaving. Say goodbye to all your friends, and you have to go make new friends and stuff again. And the older you got, then it didn't bother you when you were young, but the older you got, it did bother you after a while.
Yeah. The thing was, when he was in San Bernardino, he retired from the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
Then we came to Texas.
Yeah. Well, that's how I ended up in Oklahoma, because my dad, he did 30 something years in the service and stuff, and when it was time for him to get out, and he just said, well, I'm going to go back to Oklahoma City. That's where he was from. So he came here, and then he got out of the service. So. And then what does he do? Instead of retire, he goes and gets a job with the state police and all this stuff, and ends up working another 20 or 30 more years. Golly.
Yeah, that's same with my dad. He went right back to work.
Yeah, I don't know. He just always wanted to work and do something. The sad part is my dad never made it to 65 to really enjoy any of his retirement, because I think he was in Vietnam. He did like 4 tours in Vietnam, and he remembers them doing remember the Agent Orange, where they sprayed all the weeds and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
But they would be standing around watching that. So he died of cancer of the esophagus. So, and he never smoked or drank or did anything bad. He just liked to eat, But I think he got that from the Agent Orange,
Yeah, my dad died from cancer. Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. He was 65. He didn't get to enjoy any retirement.
Yep.
And me, Me, I haven't even been retired a year yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, heck, back in the old days, that's what they say is wait till 65 and you can retire and stuff. But now they've changed it where it's what, 72 or something? I'm going, how can you last till you're 72? When you're 72, your body, to me anyway, when you get to 70, everything starts falling apart on your body and stuff. So you don't have that much time to sit there and go enjoy everything, you know? So I don't know.
I saw a post on Facebook. Someone said, whoever is making the retirement age 70 has never worked a real job in their life.
Exactly, man. Exactly. They're not like the ones that like us where we worked hard all of our lives, you know. So
yeah, I was fortunate. I was with the company with a good retirement plan.
Well, I retired when I retired in 2019, but I was a head chef. I was an executive chef for, I don't know, the last 45 years in the Oklahoma City area. And I worked at there's only 2 fancy clubs. And I worked at the fancy places where it was like you had to be a member to eat there and all that. And we just served rich people, senators, doctors, lawyers, and stuff like that, you know. So it was good money. It was good money for me. I enjoyed it. But I said, you know, I can't take this being on my legs all the time in a kitchen, you know. So it finally took a toll on my legs. I got good, strong upper legs and stuff, but it's my knees and my ankles and stuff that are messed up. So that's why you see, if you watch my videos, I'm always limping around and stuff. And that's because I was standing for all my life working, you know. But
when I retired, I was operations superintendent for a water recycling plant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The plant I worked at treated, it averaged around 14 million gallons a day.
Yeah.
I had 8 people I worked with, and most of the time they knew what they were doing. So you don't bother no one. If they're doing their job, leave them alone.
Yep. Yep. Silent forgotten. That sucks, man. Just 63, and your dad was 64. Yeah, that's sorry to hear about that, man. But yep. The dang cancer has gotten to everybody, man. That's the worst thing is cancer. So
yeah, I had to have an eyelid reconstructed because of a type of skin cancer.
Oh, that's from being out in the sun and stuff all the time. Yeah. Yeah,
but I was the type of person working in the office, in a building. It was not for me, you know. I needed to be outside.
Yeah. Yep, I just sat there and I said, I'm going to retire now because I can go out and enjoy everything and see all those things that I missed when I was growing up, you know. And I said, I'd rather do it now while I could still move around than wait till I'm 72. Forget that, man. In fact, they have a law in Oklahoma. I don't know if it's in other states, but if you take your 401 and you know, I have mine in a savings thing or account right now, but they say, well, in Oklahoma, once you reach 70, I think they raised it to 72 now. They go, once you reach 72, you have to take mandatory withdrawals on your 401. So I said, well, that's good. When I get that old, and I'll just start giving myself an extra $1,000 a month or whatever, you know. So that's not going to be a problem, you know. But at least it's good to have it, you know, where it'll be yours when you need it. So, you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm eligible to get that that lower level Social Security. But I'm in pretty good shape right now, so I'm going to wait till I'm 65. Then I'll start drawing that.
Oh yeah. Well, it's all it is I forgot how they explained it to me, but the Social Security, the way they figure it out is by these blocks of 10, and you got to sit there and you've got to make so many blocks to be eligible for your Social Security. And usually if you've worked more than 10 years in your life, you've made enough money to, to retire. And the way they figure it out, they'll sit there and they'll say, when you retired, you should be making just as much as you're used to make, usually as your weekly or monthly check, So that's how they figured all that out. But yeah.
That's about what I was doing,
But I've been retired since 2019, and I've already gotten like, seems like four or five, what do they call it? The cost of living raises and stuff. So that's pretty good too. Don't have to do nothing. They just, I've got it all set up where it's electronically goes into the bank automatically and stuff. So it's never been late or anything, and everybody, they're worrying about, they're trying to take away your Social Security and do this and that. They're not trying to do that, If they did that, everybody would be revolting, man.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of people count on that, But what they are going to do, they are going to cut off I heard this last week, but they said they are going to cut off sending people the paper check. So you will have to get some kind of electronic thing to, get your payment and stuff. But that's the only thing that they've done. They're not going to change anything, They can't, because that's the money that we saved up and paid in all our lives, So it's our money. So yep.
So for anybody who doesn't know,
Mm-hmm.
that's just the namesake of.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Really, there's Jackie Boy. You get a lot of people that keep calling you Jackie Boy, don't they?
Oh yeah, all the time.
They don't know. They don't know because they just saw you somewhere and they go, "Hi, Jackie Boy. Hi, Jackie Boy."
Yeah, I see that, but I know they're talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, it's all right, man. It's all good.
Yeah, what else I have planned is I know I have 3 state parks here that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
One I really have to. Well, 2 of them I really should wait for cooler weather.
Mm-hmm.
Because one's starting to get in the Chihuahuan Desert region, and it could be October and still be 100 degrees there.
Yeah.
This other one that's closer, it's called Enchanted Rock. It's a dome of granite.
Mm-hmm.
I may do that even if it's still warm, because they don't allow, on the hike going up to the summit of that,
Mm-hmm.
they don't allow dogs on it.
Oh, I hate that too. That changes your whole plans when they say nope, no dogs.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, did you say you live in the San Antonio area where?
Yes.
So there's a lot of parks within a day from you in that area, I think. So.
Oh yeah, there's even some of the city parks here that are
Mm-hmm.
quite nice.
Yeah. Of course, I'm not saying, because I'm not from there or nothing, but I like that Lake Meredith recreation area. That is beautiful, man.
I've heard of it, yeah.
And it's up north, kind of far up there in the Panhandle, but it's still beautiful, man. And to have all that stuff free, they even have hot showers in there, so all that free, that's amazing. I need to go back up there. There's a thing that I want to film when I go out there, and it's close to that area. That movie, what's the name of that movie where that guy worked for the FedEx and the plane crashed and all that stuff? You know what I'm talking about, that movie. But the last scene in the movie where he takes that package and he delivers it to that lady's house, that area, the street and stuff is right there close to that area. So I'm gonna go find all that and find that farm and stuff and take a video of that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. I forgot what it's called, the ranch, but I got it all pinned on my Google Maps. I love my Google Maps. Anything I want to go see, I just pin it there and say, want to go or need to go. You hit that on there, and you always have it on there forever, you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and I like Paladuro too. Paladuro Canyon is nice too, but not in the summertime.
I was just about to get to that. Couple parks I would love to see is Paladuro,
Caprock
and Caprock.
Yeah, that's the one I want to see too. I want to see that one.
Also would like to see Dinosaur Valley.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
That area, they're just about ready to open another state park called Pinto Mountain.
Wow, another one, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, there's Northern Backwoodsman. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, Castaway was the name of the movie. Yeah, that was a good movie. It's kind of corny, you know, they did it too fast and everything, but just that last scene, everybody remembers him with that package. Well, here's that package that saved my life, and he wanted to deliver it to that girl, and he goes to that one 4-way stop, and he goes, and then that girl comes by, and he goes, "Are you lost, cowboy?" or something like that. He goes, "Well, I'm just trying to figure out which way I'm going," or something like that, you know. And this is after he had already delivered that package up to the house. And then he realized when she left to go, then he realized that was the girl that he delivered the package.
Yeah, because her logo was on that.
The same one. Yeah, it was the one that was over the gate of the ranch there. So, yeah. That was pretty cool. Everybody remembers that scene of the movie, you know, and everybody wants to go see that. And it's pretty close to that park there in that I was talking about, Lake Meredith.
What I thought was funny in that movie, he had been surviving on that island, and when they had
his
welcome back party, here they are serving crab legs and sushi.
yeah. All the stuff that he's been eating on, but he's eating it raw, probably. He's like, "No, thank you. I don't want any of this."
Like, nope. I don't ever want to touch that stuff again.
But it was kind of sad though when his wife found out he's alive and stuff. And you figured, wow, you know, she really thought he was dead and all that, so she got remarried and all that. But it's kind of sad still.
Yeah,
I mean, to really have happened in real life, that would have really taken you apart right there. Like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not going to say it's one of my top movies, but there's scenes of it that are pretty cool in it, though. Of course, how can you forget Wilson too? Remember Wilson?
Yeah.
You got Wilson out of one of those packages too. Wilson, no, where's Wilson?
I like there was a commercial that kind of spoofed that. And he goes, "By the way, what is in this package?" The lady opens it up and said, "Oh, here's a GPS, a satellite."
That'd be funny. That would be funny. Everything that he needed, you know. Yeah. That
kind of made me think of it was up until into the 1970s. They would find old Japanese soldiers holed out on some.
Yeah, still living alive in a cave somewhere, you know. Yeah, I've heard that story where there was one guy that came out. What was it, 1990 or 80 or 90 or something, wasn't it? Yeah, can you imagine that? Not knowing what's going on all that time, and they come on, man, the war's over, get out here. That would be too much.
You know, it seemed to be after a certain amount of time there to be, this war has to be over. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
And I imagine because they had ideology, you don't surrender, you know.
Yeah.
And And they probably thought, no, we'll never surrender. And they come out, what? We lost?
Yep, exactly. You know, it's similar. Well, it's not really the same thing, but back when the North and the South fought and all that stuff, you know, there had to be a lot of people way up in the hills and stuff that didn't know the war ended and all that stuff. And the same with them, you know. And then finally, what are you talking about? The war's over, you know, we lost, you know.
Yeah, the last major battle of the Civil War was Palmetto Ranch in southeast Texas.
Mm-hmm.
But the surrender already had been signed when that battle took place.
Uh-huh.
And it ended up being a Confederate victory, but then probably shortly after that, the war's over.
Yeah. Hey, there was a fort, gosh, I can't remember the name of the fort now, and I made a video about it. But it's over there in southeastern Oklahoma. It's near Hugo, Oklahoma. I did a video, and Hugo, Oklahoma is, I think, less than 100 miles from Paris, Texas, right? You go straight up north from Paris and you go to Hugo, Oklahoma. But there was a fort there, and I went to see the ruins of that, and I was reading the history about it, and they said, well, in so and so time we did this, and all, then they were like trying to protect the area from the bad people on the south, on the east, and the west, and all this stuff. And they said it was even taken over at one time, and there was Confederate soldiers in that place taking it over for a while. And it's pretty amazing. It was this place where they got their supplies by this ship that would go up the river, and then one time the river took it, and there was a big shipwreck, and they couldn't get their supplies and all this stuff, but they got the pieces of the ship in the museum and stuff. That's pretty cool. I'll send you a link on that movie, on that video. It's pretty interesting.
Okay, that sounds good. Now, speaking of the surrender of the Confederacy, man who wrote out the terms of surrender, his name is Eli Parker, and he was a Seneca.
Oh, okay.
So it was a Native American who wrote out the terms of surrender.
Yeah.
He was a brigadier general.
God, it's just hard to imagine that time of history there back then, because everything was so difficult, like communication, just regular communication. You know, we're spoiled now. Everybody's got a phone and stuff, but back then they'd have to use, I guess they had a telegraph back then, but other than that, you would have to rely on handing a message, a horseback rider or somebody, and say, deliver this message, you know. So you know, it'd be a long time before somebody would know that the war was over if nobody really came out and told them, you know. So
the Civil War did have telegraphs up by that.
Yeah, they had telegraph in a lot of it, and it was pretty instantaneous, I think. As long as you were there on the other side receiving the thing, then you knew what they were talking about. Otherwise, they would sit down and write it out and then deliver that message to whoever it goes to. But yeah, it's amazing times, man. You know, it's a wonder that we ever made it all this way through all this, you know. And now look, we're fighting over. Now everybody's fighting between each other now, you know.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad because we're such a great country and stuff, and now everybody's fighting. So.
Yep.
But yeah, I like all that kind of history. The older history and stuff really fascinates me because it's just hard to imagine, you know. So anytime I get a chance to go see a fort or a museum or something like that, I like to go stop and go read about it and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, one thing I'd say about history is someone else who quoted it, not me, but
exactly, you know.
like to repeat his quote. Those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it.
And you know, I disagreed when there was a group of people a few years ago that they wanted to tear down all certain monuments and statues and stuff. Like they wanted to get rid of the Confederate stuff and stuff. No, I don't want them to do that. I want that stuff to be up there. If they made a statue of a Confederate soldier, leave it there so everybody can go there and read about it and stuff, so they'll know about it. You know, don't just tear it down and hide it from us. We need that. We need that stuff so everybody could learn about it. You know what happened. You know, that's how I felt about it. I don't know why they wanted to tear everything down and stuff. You know, but that's the wrong thing to do. You can't go around tearing down something that they made hundreds of years ago. That's part of history.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Well, I'm going to probably be shutting it down. It's been over about an hour and 30 minutes now. So I don't know if anybody's out there watching this anymore, but I'll probably shut it down, Kevin. So
Okay.
thanks for coming up here and talking. It's
Thank
always
you for having me.
anytime you come in here, man, you're welcome up here anytime. So
Oh, appreciate it.
and it was fun. We always have a good conversation and talk about something.
Yes, we do.
So we'll talk to you later.
A little similar background on history and that.
Yeah, exactly, man. Thank you to anybody that's out there still listening or still in the chat, and we'll catch you all later. We're gonna end the chat here. So thanks, man. We'll catch you later. Bye, Jackie boy. Jackie boy, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, man. I'm gonna shut it.
All right.